All right, welcome back to another episode of The Great Perspective, where we talk sports, politics, family, and everything in between. But we're really talking about sports. It's a lot going on this week. We had some good games over the weekend in the NBA. Also had some trades that went down. Cowboys. Uh, First trade to come to mind is they acquired.
The linebacker from Green Bay.
Yeah. Oh man, his name slipped my mind. But what you think about the trade? I don't think it's
Uh,
gonna help.
I don't think it's going to help because if you look at Green Bay when Michael Parsons left, he still was playing, and that pass rush was not effective. So
Mm.
I don't know why would they get right back in the same predicament that they're in now. But it was some other trades. The linebacker from Oakland with the Ravens, that's going to help
Crosby.
Baltimore.
Yeah, Crosby. Hey, after
Um,
that, Lamar don't have no excuses.
nah, because you got a top five running back. You
Mm-hmm.
got you got a defensive quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Now, hey, you even got your coach fired.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, Lamar.
Yeah. He
Hey,
gotta
come
yeah.
on.
I
And
don't think it's Super Bowl or bust, but I think if he don't he have to make the AFC championship. If he don't make the
mm,
AFC Championship, they'll be looking to let him go.
but I
Even though he
apologize.
signed, you know what I'm saying. Even though they
Yeah,
paying him, but yeah, he got him in an AFC Championship. He is that a bust right now?
yeah. But I apologize to the viewers. I'm watching this Denver OKC game, and they tied up 126 with 3 seconds left, and SJ just hit a three with 1 second left.
Mm.
Game over.
Game over.
Yeah, SJA hit two clutch threes. But aside from that, thank everybody for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, that share button, and tell your friends about the podcast. We trying to make this a community thing. But
Mm.
back to the NFL, the thing, what you think about that trade? Well, it's not a trade. The Miami Dolphins cut Tua, and Atlanta picked him up for a 1 year contract. Then Miami signed Green Bay backup quarterback. So I guess
Yeah,
he's going to be their starter.
I didn't understand that. I can see if, say, for example, they got rid of Tour, and since Cleveland is still up in the air, they talking about Deshaun Watson and Shador got to compete for the number one. Okay, you get rid of Tour, bring in Shador, or bring in Watson. You get what I'm saying? That would have made more sense than what they did. That don't make sense.
Well, it time will tell. They say this. They say the backup Green Bay had is like that. He just was playing behind a a starter.
Love, yeah, he was playing
Yeah.
behind Love.
So we'll see. We gonna see. But Miami, I think they did what they had to do. They couldn't keep going years with Tua being hurt, fragile. They could not. But what I don't understand is Atlanta.
Yeah, you
Why
got
would you
what's
take?
his name? Phoenix.
Well, why would you take? Why would you use your number one pick on a quarterback, and then at the same time go pay Kirk Cousins max dollars.
Yeah.
So you already got a quarterback competition, and then you're gonna bring in more trouble
They
with
about to
Tua?
have now you're gonna have a Cleveland situation.
And
You know,
Carolina brought in Penix as a backup quarterback, and they let go. I forgot the dude with the red hair.
and
Andy Dalton. They let him go.
Yeah.
So they got Penix as the backup.
You talking about Penix from Atlanta?
No. He from where
I
he
was about to
from?
say I didn't see that.
Yeah, they had a bunch of. They went crazy today.
Yeah, it was
They
a lot
had
of
trades
trades.
everywhere. But
Yeah, it was a lot of trades.
the big news was Miami, Atlanta, Green Bay,
And the Cowboys picking up.
and Kansas City.
Oh,
They got the running back that just won Super Bowl MVP. Why would Seattle let him go? That go to show you what Michael Parsons said. This is the business. You take a franchise to the Super Bowl and win it for them, and they don't reward you. They let you go because they don't want to pay you.
that's stupid.
That's no loyalty.
That boy, I mean, that dude was going off in the Super Bowl.
So that's basically like these players say, you basically playing for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no team. That's why Myles Garrett go out there, get his 5-6 sacks, and go on by this day. Because when you do what you do, you know, because back in the days, back in the 90s and the 80s, teams had the same running back until they retired.
For years.
Emmitt Smith.
He stayed with
Buffalo had
them
Thurman.
before he went to the Cardinals. He did go to the Cardinals.
Yeah, at the end.
But that was at the end. And
Not
by
when he
that
was in
time,
his prime.
yeah, by
Thurman
that
Thomas
time
at
the Cowboys had
Buffalo.
already broken up by then. The team was broke up by then.
Yeah. Thurman Thomas with Buffalo to the end.
Yeah. Buffalo to the end.
That's how it was back then. Walter Payton with Chicago to the end. This what they doing now. This is like, but
yeah, even the NBA was like that. The team
yeah,
players, you think of Gary Payton and Sean Kemp, you think of Seattle Supersonics. They stayed there the whole time. Karl Malone, he left at the end, but it was at the end. He stayed with Utah, him and Stockton for years. You know, Jordan, Chicago. Charles Barkley was with Philly for years until at the end, he was at the end of his career, and then he went to Houston. I mean, Dr. J in Philly, Allen Iverson spent years in Philly.
Magic in LA.
Yeah, Magic in the Lakers.
Olajuwon in
Bird,
Houston.
yeah, Bird in Boston. You know,
when you give your heart and
Isaiah
soul
Thomas in Detroit.
Yeah, when you give your heart and soul, Barry Sanders in Detroit. When you give your heart and soul to a team, back then they rewarded you. You was the face of the franchise for at least a decade.
Even when they didn't get the big payday,
they still was the face of the franchise.
Yeah, they still stayed and they still worked through it, and they went through the growing pain, even though they didn't get paid. Because think about Pippen. Pippen wasn't making money like that, you know. But yeah, nowadays they chase and put teams together, and player be like Crosby, like what we talking about from Seattle. He just won a Super Bowl. Instead of paying him, now you're gonna let him go to Kansas City to a team that's already put together.
That's already Super Bowl ready.
They just had a bad season. Now you just made Patrick Mahomes. That's the last thing you want to do is make Patrick Mahomes' job easier.
That's
You know what
like
I'm saying? You just
that's
made
like
his life easy.
that's the last thing you want to do is what was it when they let A-Rod go to the Yankees and they already had Derek Jeter and they won another World Series. Why would you, and Derek Jeter, that was his fourth. Why would you send
Somebody that just won a Super Bowl to Kansas City?
Yeah, a team that just been in the past 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah, that. I mean, they didn't. They just probably released him, and then the
That's what
business
happened
side
with
of
Tua. Miami released him, and Atlanta just picked him up.
yeah.
Now
I
that
don't
they
see Seattle saying, "Yeah, you can go to Kansas City," and Kansas. It wasn't like a trade. They
no,
did. They released
but I don't
him.
understand why they didn't sign him. Why they didn't
It
show
doesn't make
loyalty?
sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Because with that defense that I see and that quarterback, that's he's a game manager. With that running back, they could at least try to repeat.
And then
Why
you
would
got to
you break
think
the
Kansas
team up?
City. Kansas City still got Chris Jones.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Seattle could have tried to repeat.
I just that's one thing I hate, man, when teams win a championship, and even commentators said that after the Super Bowl, if they can keep the team together, they can repeat. But Kansas City, they keep their team together. I mean, they lost.
Yeah, they just signed Travis Kelce this morning to another 1-year contract for $14 million. So Travis Kelce's coming back. Chris, everybody coming back, and now you're gonna add another running back, and you're
They
gonna
still got Hunt, right?
yeah.
I think Patrick Mahomes, he's gonna be ready next year. They had a bad season. I don't see them having 2 bad seasons.
Everybody had bad seasons. San Antonio with Tim Duncan, and they won their 5 championships. They didn't win 5 in a row. They had their bad season, but the next year they was back in the, you know what I mean? And that's how Kansas City. They had their bad year. They'll be back.
You think you think you think the Cowboys gonna ever get back to
The glory days?
yeah.
No.
Jerry Jones gotta retire.
Yeah. It would take Jerry Jones.
But honestly, I don't think I used to think that way. I used to say, okay, Jerry Jones got to retire in order for the Cowboy fans.
Let me tell you why I say that. Because right now they release like every year, Forbes release with sports franchise profit. And the Dallas Cowboys is the number one, made the most money than any sports team in the world. Almost 900 or something million, almost $1 billion in profit. So if Jerry Jones bringing that in profit, what incentive do he really have of honestly making a Super Bowl, investing in a Super Bowl? Because he could have got Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley. He could have got that linebacker that from Oakland that just went to the Ravens. And these guys told Jerry Jones, I want to be a Cowboy.
Mm.
So could you imagine Derrick Henry behind Dak Prescott?
Yeah,
Because you know what I'm
that's
saying?
just
Could you
something.
imagine Saquon Barkley behind? They would have won the Super Bowl because you couldn't stop. When you got a running back, you control the clock. So even if your defense ain't all that, your offense on the field too long. And that's how Philly won that Super Bowl. But yeah, that's my opinion. You think
I don't think it matters with Jerry. I think
yeah, me
because well, I say this, it doesn't matter if Jerry retired or not, because when they was looking for a head coach, Stephen Jones, the son, he wanted the coach y'all got now. So once I heard that, and Jerry was against it. I mean, that's what they said in the media. So that let me know once Jerry retired, the Cowboy fans are going to go through the same pain. Because the son is like, at least when Jerry was younger, he was sharper. He was making risky decisions, but the risky decisions paid off.
yeah,
He got older. He's
he went and got
older and now
Charles
those.
Haley.
Yeah, well, now he's older and now it doesn't. It's not. None of his decisions are paying off. But the
No.
son is like he's picking up off Jerry bad
Yes.
decisions.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He's not. It's not like he's going to take you back to where you have prominence. He's taking you. He's just carrying the torch from how Jerry think now.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the same thing once Jerry retired. It's going to be the same thing. Because if he wanted Schottenheimer, if he wanted him as the head coach, and you had all these coaches that were out here, come on.
But
I
you want
mean,
the
that tells
Cowboy
me
Nation to
he's going to be another Jerry Jones once Jerry retires.
and you want Cowboy Nation to believe
Y'all
that
ain't
you're
gonna never
serious
see.
about
Y'all
winning.
ain't gonna never see an AFC championship. Never, never. Them days, y'all had y'all little run. Y'all had y'all can talk about it. You can talk about the '90s, but that's it. That's all y'all got. But I'm ready for that March Madness.
Yeah,
I'm ready for that March Madness. See the South Carolina Gamecocks, them girls. They beat LSU again. Did they win the SEC? I missed it. Can you hear me?
yeah.
What you doing?
Did they what?
What you doing?
Oh no, I was watching I'm watching the New York Knicks playing the Clippers. They had switched the game. The first game was on Peacock, and the second game is on NSNBC. So, but yeah.
The South Carolina,
I don't
man.
believe.
South Carolina.
Oh, the Gamecocks.
Yeah. What you think?
I saw the tournament. Did they win?
That's what I was asking. I didn't see it today.
Oh no,
No,
I
it was
was on the
yesterday. It was
NBA.
yesterday. They won. They beat LSU Saturday. I saw that. I watched that because I thought LSU was gonna. I said LSU was gonna beat them the second time. I won't lie because the first time I watched them play, and that was just like a month ago. I watched that game, and I said LSU. If South Carolina made one or two mistakes, LSU could have won that game. But in this game, they came back into it, but they was even up at one point in the game. But South Carolina just got too many weapons.
Mm.
They just They just got too many weapons. Too many weapons.
Yeah. But from what I'm seeing, it says it's gonna get interesting. You know, they got Duke, Florida.
Mm.
A lot of these schools
On the
projected to be
men's
the number
side,
one
man, let me
seed.
tell you who got a beast. Vanderbilt.
Oh, okay. I ain't see them yet.
Yeah, I watched it, man. They got a beast on their team. Man. But yeah, I'm just waiting this March Madness start on March 18th. So I'm ready for it.
Yeah, me too. They with the NFL and I think the NFL combine about to come up.
Yeah. That should be coming up because the draft is when in April.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, and then the NBA draft is in June. So yeah. So the combine should be coming up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get into it, man. What politics you got?
But
Oh,
yeah,
before that, what picks?
oh, my picks for this week to pay a note to. Everybody know it's getting crunch time in the NBA. They got like 3 weeks left before they get into the playoffs. That's why right now you're seeing these games actually going to the wire.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody playing their starters because it's time to put up. So I take SJA points, rebound, and assists all weekend. Tonight he had a triple double with 32 points.
Mm.
Jokers, the Joker, lock. And my sleeper pick is Cunningham from Detroit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Points, rebounds,
But
and assists.
yes.
Okay.
And but I want to thank everybody for watching. Sorry, we next week we should have more content dealing with the rest of these NFL trades. And next week we'll talk NBA playoff positioning. Because it'll get to that point, who we see going into the play-in and who we see going in the playoffs and who we see out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Because they only gonna have what 10 games left.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Support the community. Because when you support
Mm-hmm.
us, we all support each other. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get to the question of the night. Do you think today's sports, all sports, are getting away from its original origin?
When you say that, you gotta clarify that. When you say the original origin, what you mean?
Like, when you look at the NBA, when you look at the NFL, when you look at Major League Baseball was America's pastime. That was like the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, now it's like when I was little, when we was in the 90s, I didn't even watch baseball, but I can name all the players. Jose
Mm-hmm.
Canseco, um, Ken Griffin Jr. I can name them all because that's how influential the sports were in the community.
Mm-hmm.
And kids in school, middle school, trading baseball cards, all that was now that time has gone. The heavy influence of sports in the community, I feel, is not like it was. Now you ask these kids, who is that? I don't know. But back when we was growing up, we knew all the boxers. We knew all the NBA, NFL players. Even if we didn't watch the game, you knew who they were.
Well, I think now they just know the big names, but it's different now with social media. Kids following these players, so they interact kind of with the players every day on social media. If you follow them, or they feel like they interacting with the players, because you
I
might be
think
following a player on Instagram and he posted something and you on there liking it, or a player go live and they talk about something and you know.
I think it's the complete opposite. I think because of social media, like you say, yeah, you might have a girl or a guy who likes Ant-Man and they follow Ant-Man, but that's it. They don't know Chipper Jones. They don't know Brandon Miller, WBC welterweight champion. They don't know. You see what I'm saying? Because they on social media, and that's when we was growing up. We knew all these players, all them people, even if we didn't follow them, because
So what you saying? You
sports
think
was a
that?
heavy influence in the community. That's why today people still wearing Jordans over any player that's playing currently.
No, that's something different. You talking about something different now. People wear Jordans because it's a culture.
Oh, you
That's
saying
different.
Jordans is a culture thing?
That's Jordans is a culture thing, like gold teeth. Jordan is a culture thing. Jordan is a culture thing, like Magic City.
Mm.
It's a culture thing. Jordan is a culture thing, like fitted hats. It's a culture thing. Jordan is different. It's a culture. That's why his first shoe came out in what, 85? And this 2026, 40 years later, people still fighting. This past weekend, a weekend ago, when the new Jordans dropped, I seen the video on TikTok. People fighting to get in line to buy them because they were selling out so fast. I remember it's some Jordans that dropped during the holidays, and my wife, she was gonna buy them for Jalen for his birthday, and um, the guy told us at Foot Locker, he said, you got to put your name on a waiting list. And they'll send you, I guess, either a text or email when your number comes. No, it was a lottery system. That's what it was. So there's so many people buying the shoe, you got to put your name on a waiting list, and it's a lottery kind of system. And it's something like that. How he explained it. Like they send you an email or whatever and say, okay, you're able to buy the shoe now. That's
Mm.
how this is crazy now. Um, Jordan's different. Now, going back to your question, I think I don't know if I agree with that because they might not know the players, but kids are more involved in sports, especially with NIL. Because youth sports, well, I take that back. Youth sports, they're trying to get kids to stay in certain sports. Um, They don't know like a lot of the players unless it's a big name. LeBron, Steph Curry,
Yeah, but that's
KD.
what I'm saying. Like when we
Yeah.
was growing up, we knew. Like I didn't watch boxing, but I knew Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, Thomas Hitman Hearns. I knew them because sports was part of the community.
Yeah, it's changed. It's different. You know,
Now it's like,
I get that, but you know, they only know who's popular. Like
yeah, that's what I'm
we live in
saying.
a society. We live in a society where one, you have to have either the money, um, you have to have um, a position, and somebody like LeBron or Steph Curry, Patrick Mahomes, you know, Dak Prescott, uh, Josh Allen, just to name a few. Um, Luca, they have influence in status, so everybody's gonna know them. Like we live in a society where you have to have, in order to be recognized, you have to have influence. And in order to get influence, you got to have position, a certain position which gives you power. Your position have to be like whatever your position is, you have to be placed in a position of power in order to get influence. Or your job itself. Like you might be on Love and Hip Hop or Housewives or whatever, or you might be a YouTuber, content creator that everybody's following, and you're an influence. You get influenced that way, or money. You got to have a lot of money. If you have the right position and or money, and sometimes you got to have both, then society as a whole will know who you are. Outside of that, nobody's gonna know who you are. Nobody's gonna follow you like that. That's social media has ruined our society in a way, in that way. These kids, they only know who's hot. They only follow who's hot. And what's so sad is a lot of people our age, older than us, younger than us, Gen Z, Gen X, millennials, they all operate the same way in every section and subculture in society. In dating, you got women. I just seen a woman, 68 years old, with a tummy tuck. Look like she got a body like a 25-year-old. I was showing it to my wife the other day. I didn't even know the woman had that. I thought she just kind of maybe like worked out and just took care of herself. And my wife, she pointed out some things. Said, "Oh, she had a tummy tuck. Look at this. You can tell." But she looked like she was 30, but she was 68 years old.
Mm.
So women in their 50s and 40s and 30s and 20s, all of them getting nip tucks and all this. And outside of that, of course, yeah, they're getting the money and their degrees. And then, you know, men, they're doing their thing as far as dating. But I just bring that up. Like all age groups are doing the same thing and acting the same way in society everywhere. So like we only follow who's hot, whoever
Mm.
everybody know. Like nobody knew who this guy was that Dallas just got. I guarantee you, 90% of
Household
Cowboy fans
name.
don't even know who this dude is.
But by the end of next year, he could be a household name
No.
because he played for the Cowboys.
No, he won't be a household name.
Like you
Because
knew
Williams ain't a household name.
who?
Williams, exactly.
No, I'm saying like
Williams, who they
Bland.
got from the Jets. Williams, he was hot for when they went on that little run.
Yeah,
And
yeah, people knew who he was, and like
yeah,
Bland.
but now if you say his name, nobody know who this dude is. Nobody's gonna know him. The only people they know on the Cowboys is CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott. That's
So
it.
you don't think
And
Pickens
Pickens. And
got
Pickens.
more spotlight when he came to Dallas than he would when he
Yeah, I'm
was
saying
with
Pickens. I said Pickens. Them three: Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, and Dak. That's it. I
Pickens as a
guarantee you, 90% of Cowboy fans and 90% of football fans around the world don't know the other players on the team. And that's in any age group. You can go Gen Z, Millennials, Gen X. It don't even matter. Because we're society, we're following only who's hot and who's big. And in order to do that, you got to have the money and you got to be in the right position to have the influence. That's the society we live in. We all about likes, we all about attention, we all about money, and we all about position. That's where we are now.
well, that's good food for thought. You know, gave me another way to look at it. But let's come to the end. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget
Yeah,
to hit
hit
that
that
like
subscribe
button,
button.
that share button, and don't forget to subscribe because the more subscribers we get, the more better content we can give you. And
Yeah.
Chico, you got any last words?
That's it. Keep supporting us. We thank you. We thank you. We really do. All those that subscribe, we really do thank you. Good
Until
job.
next week.